Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to start out by saying 3 things. 1, I dyed my hair. My hair used to be lavender, if you didn't notice, and I was so in love with it, but you know, that started to fade very fast when the color faded every day. It was just way too hard to keep up with. So I decided to just, you know, go the complete opposite and dye my hair completely dark brown. I also cut it. I actually really like it. I think I might keep it like this for a while. That's a total lie. I change my hair like on the daily. So if my hair is different in like every video, it's normal. The second thing I want to talk about is I hit 100 subscribers, and that, when I saw that, I was so proud, just because that was my goal for the summer. I wanted to have 100 subscribers by the time I went back to school, and I did it. So thank you to everybody who is watching. I didn't think I would even get 10, but thank you. Number 3 is, I don't remember what number 3 was, so I'm just gonna go right on into the video. So recently I watched a YouTube video, and it was just like organizing your bedroom, and the voiceover just briefly mentioned the name of a book, and instantly I was like, I need that book. So I went out and I found it like magic, and this is it. It is called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. I read this book yesterday in a few hours. It's like 200 pages long, and it is life-changing. I constantly feel like when my space is cluttered, my mind is cluttered. Like, I can never focus on anything because there's just so many like things around. And I've always wanted a space that's very minimal. Like, you know those shows where people have like those super tiny houses with like, I don't know, the size of my bedroom with like lofts and stuff like that. I don't know why, but that's always been my dream, to just be able to live like that and just have very little things, but things that are necessary. She talked about how if she had an exam the next day, she would be trying to study, and all of a sudden she would just frantically start tidying up. And that happens to me too. I'll, you know, be trying to study, and all I can think about is like, I need to clean this mess. I have to get rid of all these papers. I have to, you know, organize my desk. She says that many people get the urge to clean or tidy whenever they feel under pressure. It doesn't occur because they feel they need to clean the room. It occurs because they need to put something else in order. And when you tidy your room, you temporarily feel like relieved and less anxious, but it doesn't calm like a troubled mind because it doesn't address like the true cause of your anxiety. So if you're cleaning your room because you're so anxious about a test tomorrow, you're not addressing the fact that you actually have a test tomorrow. So you're just distracting yourself, and once it's clean and everything's good, then and only then can you focus on the true issue, is that you have a test tomorrow and you have to study. She says visible mess helps distract your mind from the source of the disorder. Well, Marie Kondo made the KonMari method, where you basically discard everything. She says to make tidying a special event and not a chore. And she swears that if you do this big tidying, decluttering, discarding event, you will never have to do it again in your life, which is a lot to say. So obviously daily tidying is always going to be around. You always have to put things away, which is my issue. The book is meant for you to be inspired to go through with this special event. So you basically start out by discarding all at once, intensely and completely. The key is to make the change so drastic that you experience a complete change of heart, which the same impact can never really be achieved if you do it gradually. So if you like tidy up one space at a time over the course of like a year, the change is going to be so gradual that you won't really even notice, you know? So if you do everything at once within, like, she says a 6-month period, which I think is pretty long. But if you have like a huge house with a bunch of shit in it, of course you're gonna take a while to go through it all. But, you know, for me, I just have my bedroom and some random things around the house. So it's gonna be like a few days, maybe 2 days, that I'm gonna try to get through this, and it's gonna be drastic. She says, you only have to achieve perfect order once for you to never go back again, which I think I really need because I am in such like disorder. So the book talks about like how to know what to keep. She talks about how like a lot of tidying books say to keep things that you will need, or I don't know, things you haven't used in a few years to throw away, but that's not her method. She says that to start, you need to start by doing it by category and not by location. For example, books. You pretty much have books in like every room of your house. I have books right there, I have books right over there, I have books, you know, in the living room. It's like you never really realize how many books you have. So what she says is just take all the books you own and put them on one floor. So I would take the books out of every place in my house and put them all in one space, my bedroom floor, so you can visually see how much you actually have. And I think that's really cool because when you have like books on a bookshelf, you will discard a few thinking like, okay, I need this many. But then you realize how many other books you have and you really don't need that many, which is my problem. I have too many books. So then you would take each book and hold it in your hand and you would ask yourself, does this spark joy? And if the answer is yes, you keep it. If you don't feel anything towards the book, or I'm just using books as an example, it's really everything. If you don't feel anything other than joy, you discard it. And the point is to live in a space full of objects that truly bring you joy. And I think that's so cool because you never really think about that. If you lived in a room with only like the items that you truly feel excited about and have joy over, from papers to cosmetics to clothes to books to mementos to DVDs, like everything like that, the things that you truly feel excited about, you are going to live like such a more positive life. You don't realize your own living space can have effect on your mind. So there is a specific order in which to go through with this. So you start with clothes because you really don't have like a huge emotional attachment to clothes. You start with clothes, then books, then papers, so like credit card, papers, bills, that kind of stuff. Then miscellaneous things like CDs, DVDs, skincare, makeup, accessories. Then you go on to mementos, and the point is to start easy and work your way up, because by the time you get to mementos, you're so used to being like, does this spark joy? No. Does this spark joy? Yes! You know? So by the time you get to mementos, you are pretty good at determining what gives you joy, and mementos are the hardest thing to get rid of, like pictures and, you know, things you inherit. She says that we hold on to things for two reasons. Either we are holding on to the past, or we are afraid of our future, which is definitely true. You hold on to something because you think something has given you joy in the past. It holds a lot of memories for you, and that is a reason why we keep things. And another reason why we keep things is because you think that you may use it in the future, or you're afraid that giving it up is like going to hurt someone's feelings or something like that. For example, a gift. Somebody gave you a gift and you are afraid to get rid of it. That's because you're afraid of what their reaction will be, but most of the time they'll be like, you still have that? Receiving a gift is the moment that it gives you joy. And by the time it gives you that joy, it's already served its purpose. So what she recommends is whenever you are about to discard something, whether it be clothes or a memento or whatever, just say thank you to it. Like, make it a ceremony almost, because if you just throw something away, a lot of the times you'll feel kind of guilty about it. But if you say to a shirt that you really loved once, but it really doesn't look great on you now, or it's just not making you feel the same way, just hold it up and say, thank you for making me feel beautiful and confident. And that's it. Just let it go. And that'll really make you feel like you know, you've parted ways and you can move on and you can get rid of it and feel better. She even says to like wear like a cute outfit to do all this throwing away. She doesn't want you to dress like a Slav kebab. She wants you to make it like a ceremony of like releasing your past and embracing your future and all this stuff, and it's really great, and I'm just so excited to be able to do this. Everything has a space. That's what she really emphasized, is once everything is gone, everything will have a space. When you walk in the front door after work, you bring your purse into your bedroom, put it in its space. It'll have its own space. You take out your wallet, you take out your lipstick, you take out your pens and put them in their space, just so that it has a home. And it makes sense because she was saying how like your purse does all this stuff for you, it carries so much junk around, and if it's holding all that stuff in, like she talks as if it has feelings, the purse like never gets to relax. You know what I mean? It needs its own time to relax. So you take everything out, you say thank you for supporting me all day, and put it away. And you walk in your house after work, you say, hello, I'm home, to your house. Just make this space feel very homey and make it filled with energy that makes you feel great and makes like your items feel great, because they bring you joy, and you know, you gotta treat them like they have feelings, I guess, because you know, you love them. I'm the type of person that I get really passionate about things. So I am definitely going to be trying this out. I'm going to start a series on my decluttering adventure. I'll probably start tomorrow with decluttering and donating my clothes. She says discard, but I feel really bad like throwing away stuff unless it's like really bad quality or something. So I'm going to be donating my stuff. I just really recommend this book if you want to like tidy up in any way. I mean, you don't have to go like as extreme as she's saying, but her method definitely makes sense. And I mean, if I never have to tidy again, I'll be like really happy. So I'm about to go and try this out. I'm gonna start putting up book reviews, I think once a month, just because I love to read, and I figured if I can recommend or not recommend a really great book or a really bad book, I totally will. So yep, stay tuned for those, and thank you again for getting me to 100 subscribers. I love you all. And yeah, so I will see you all in my next video. I love you. Bye.